Alright, welcome back to my YouTube. This is a fresh video where I'm gonna document my life. It's gonna be a new series where I'm just explaining my evolution of thought. And someone really close to me reached out a while ago when I asked about topics that I need to talk about. And the main thing that's coming up in my DMs a lot is discipline. Now, I don't really feel as though discipline's even the goal. I feel as though it should be addiction, but the right kind of addiction. Throughout my life, I think I've had a lot of different kinds of addictions. Some have been healthy, some haven't been healthy. But the one thing I love about addiction is that no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what you're thinking about, you're always going to end up satiating that need. For example, if you're someone that's a homeless crackhead, what's going to happen? You're going to spend that whole day making sure you get enough money to buy some crack. And I remember seeing this quote where it was like, a crackhead wakes up with £0 or dollars or whatever, and every single day they make some cash and get crack. Are you gonna let a crackhead out hustle you? And that's something that's stuck in my mind for a long fucking time. And it's it's so fucking real. I think so many of us just think about where we want to be, how we can get there. And it's nice to hypothesize and think about all this shit, but at the end of the day, it's the actions that you're actually doing. So I'd say just get addicted to the process. This is for my good friend Sawa, who actually wanted to know this specifically. He was asking me how I stay so disciplined. And truth is, bro, I wouldn't say I'm disciplined. I think I'm just addicted to the process. I'm addicted to making sure I'm getting whatever I need each day, whether that's food, money, training, being around the right kind of people. And just as easy as it is to be addicted to something that's gonna help you, I think it's easy to get addicted to some fuck shit. So when it comes to trying to find discipline, I think the first step is doing what you actually know you should be doing before you feel like you're ready. Waiting to feel ready is gonna fuck you up. Waiting to feel ready is gonna leave you spending hours, months of your life sat in the comfort zone, imagining that perfect time when you think, now is a good time to take action. To be honest, anything that I've actually done that I was scared to do, I never felt ready for it. It's like dropping in on a skateboard. If anyone skates here or has skated before, it's like you're on the top of the ramp and you're about to roll in on your skateboard. There's no point where you're like, this feels great. It's about taking action, having a sense of belief, and then just following through. That's literally it. And I feel as though that's basically what discipline means to me. It's not about fighting with yourself every day. It's just about getting addicted to the process, to be honest. And then once you do it enough times, once you get locked in your little brain, okay, this is what I need to do each day, and you just keep doing it without thinking to the point where it just becomes second nature, then I think that's when people start thinking you're disciplined. But when I look at my life, if I'm being completely real with you, I've never been someone who was ever particularly disciplined. I was just passionate about getting the results that I wanted by any means necessary. I never really gave a fuck about how I got there, just the fact that I got there, and I was willing to do whatever it took to get there. So if there's anything you can learn from this video as a whole, I would say just start the process. Like for me, I wanted to start building up a YouTube where I'm gonna share art, obviously, but I want to share like my evolution of thought. So I didn't have any specific ideas for this video. I kind of just let it roll off the tongue, thought about conversations I had before and thought, fuck it, I'm gonna go with it. I think anything you want to do, whether it's music, art, businesses, getting healthy, just fucking start, bro. That's literally it. Just start. And then that one little tiny step that you take today, you'll look back in about a month's time, you'll be like, fuck, maybe I'm not exactly where I want to be, but there's progress there. Look back in 2 months' time, same thing. 6 months, a year, 2 years, then before you know it, you're a completely different fucking person. So I say that's the general take home that I want to give on this video. It's mainly just about taking as much fucking action as humanly possible. regardless of whether you feel as though you're ready for it. And I think it's like people say about having kids and shit, like a lot of people that I spoke to, they say that you never feel ready to have a kid. It just happens, and then you kind of figure it out along the way. Same with me, to be honest, when it comes to traveling. Like I got a one-way flight, had no idea what I was going to be doing when I landed, had no idea how long I was going to last, whether I was going to go back to England, whether I was going to stay traveling. And then every single week I was just making sure I learned more. I'd wake up at 3 a.m. trying to figure out new hustles, new ways I can get through, connecting with new people who are living in ways that I wanted to live and trying to learn as much from them. And obviously it's a bit taboo, to be honest, because some people are going to say you've got to play it safe, but you know what I really love, if I'm being so real with you guys? I love that fight or no, what is it? That fight or flight response, that sense that if everything fucks up, your life might be over right now. Like you're either gonna fly and survive and figure it out, or you're not gonna make it. Like your life's literally done. Like you might end up forgotten and gone if you don't figure it out. I think having an actual sense of urgency in your life, it brings out something different in you. And that's what I loved about traveling. I traveled without any real plan. I just thought, okay, I'm gonna figure it out as I go along. I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna just see what everything I've learned throughout these years of my life has taught me, and whether I can make it on my own. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, and if I end up homeless, that's just how it is. And I'm being dead serious. I was more than willing to take the downsides of that risk. I was more than willing to be like, okay, if the worst thing happens, the worst thing happens, that's it, you know? So another point, I say just get out of your comfort zone, you know? And this isn't gonna be for everyone. Some people are gonna try and fail and they're gonna fuck up, but a part of me thinks if you're really in that mentality where it's live or die, like hustle or die, get it done, or you're not gonna make it out, there's only one real option, and you're gonna do whatever it fucking takes to get to the point where you wanna go to. So I wouldn't even say this is about motivation. I'd say this is just about putting your back against the wall, getting to a point where you feel vulnerable, and vulnerable to a point where you're willing to make sacrifices that you wouldn't normally if you were comfortable. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. That's kind of the point where I'm at right now. As you can see, we're chilling by the pool. Life's good. I just finished a heavy ass leg day, so I'm kind of struggling to walk right now, but life is fucking beautiful. And we're gonna keep these uploads coming each week. This is gonna be a new little project that I commit to, just like training, just like releasing more music, more art. And I'm gonna see where I'm gonna be in 2 years' time, 3 years' time. You know, the fucking potential is limitless. That's the one thing I love about training, and that's what training taught me. It's about those small incremental little steps as opposed to trying to get to the fucking end goal as quick as fucking possible, you know? So like, subscribe, follow all my socials, and yeah, we'll speak soon. I'm so fucking inspiring, aren't I, babe?